Hey everybody, welcome back to another Deck Profile Friday. I am super excited for this one, as this one here, I've been working on this for a long time and it is now fully operational. It is a fully complete deck, a full 60. There is, however, a few cards that could possibly get changed, but it is a fully operational 60 card deck that is competitive and tournament worthy. However, it is not current standard. It's a very old format, and it's a format that I really wish I could have played back in the day. My local scene didn't really have this format, I don't believe, right? I actually don't even believe that they had really enough players playing at this time. So I think it kind of died for a little bit. But now, I finally have a deck to play that format with. So without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. So the deck that I'm talking about is the Feraligatr deck. Now I have posted this, a long time ago on my channel, but that was for the Rocket On format, right? That was up until I think it was Neo Discovery. This is past that. This isn't Rocket On. This is the next format after, which is Neo On. Right? And it's actually a lot different because it's not just, Feraligatr and baby Pokemon, right? It's Feraligatr and Parasect. Gator Sect is what it's called. And I'm going to get into the deck profile right now. So, to start, we have two of the Riptide Feraligatrs from Neo Genesis, and then one of the rare non-holo Feraligatrs from the Expedition set, the first E-Series set. We then have three Croconaw from Neo Genesis and four Totodile from Neo Genesis. This is your main attacker here, right? Totodile, this is a really good one. I really like it for Fury Swipes, just because of the possibility of rolling 3 heads, doing a possible 30 damage, which means you can knock out babies fairly easily. It's obviously, good against fire stuff like Houndours, etc. Oh, Entei Cargo, right, is another one that's another couple Pokemon. Entei Cargo, another couple Pokemon that this deck would do very well against, right, because it hits for weakness on the whole deck. Croconaw, this here is the better one, right? It's got the 80 HP, which is awesome, and the more damaging attack for 3 energy. Sure, you have to discard the top 3 of your deck, but hey, if you're discarding water energies, then that's really good, because when we get to the Neo Genesis Feraligatr, the pair of them up there, we have the ability, the Pokemon Power. Actually, it's not an ability. Ability came from Pokemon Powers, just so you know. The Pokemon Power Downpour, meaning you can discard any amount of water energy cards from your hand, right? At pretty much any given time. You don't have to, because it's not a once per turn. It's as often as you like, which is absolutely awesome. And then it's Riptide attack there. Now, when I first seen this card, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a bad card, man. Like, nobody's going to play this. That was a long time ago. That was me a long, long time ago when it literally came out, right? Because I was playing back then. But now I truly understand the power of this. Because for 3 water energies, Riptide does 10 damage. Plus 10 more damage for each water energy card in your discard pile. And then you shuffle all those water energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. So if you have 11 in your discard pile, you will be hitting for 120 damage. The original 10 plus 10 for each energy in the discard. So that's 110. That equals 120. And that's amazing. But then you shuffle him back into the deck. So that's not so good because he gets weaker, but we got a way to counter that, which we'll get into in a second. We then have the Expedition Feraligatr here, right? Now this one's pretty cool. I think it's pretty much like a boss's orders, right? For those that are playing currently. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then Rending Jaws there. If there are no damage counters on the defending Pokemon, this attack's base damage is 40 instead of 70. So, kind of sucks, but, with, if you're still hitting for 40, right, then, you're still able to knock out that Entei and that Macargo. So, either way that works. So that is the Feraligatr line. It's pretty cool. I might want to beef it up to like a 4-4-3 line. 4 Totodile, 4 Croconaw, and still the 2-1 split of Feraligatr. But we will see. The next Pokemon we have is 2 Parasect. And 2 Paras. The Paras here, you can obviously, choose whatever you want. Right? I think there's like 2 or 3 different kinds. This one's okay. This is kind of the only one that I had. Right? So it works. You can also load water energy on it for scratch to knock out opposing Totodiles. That's pretty cool. But it's mainly there to evolve into Parasect. Right? Not to attack with, but it's for its allergic pollen Pokemon power. Which says, as long as this Pokemon is in play, cards in any player's discard pile are not affected by attacks or Pokemon powers. So what this means is that when you use Riptide and it tells you to shuffle all the water energy in your discard pile into your deck, this stops that, meaning it keeps them in there, meaning you're still able to hit for high damage, and you can do that turn after turn after turn after turn without having to get the water energy into the discard pile with Downpour or other means. That's awesome, and that's why we play this card. So that is it for the evolutions. Then on to a few basic Pokemon. We got 3 Cleffa here, right, from Neo Genesis. These are the Celebrations ones. I kind of like them, the shininess, and they're easy to obtain. Right, it's there. Eek. Shuffle your hands into your deck and draw 7 cards. It's got free retreat. It's got the baby roll, meaning if they try to attack it, if they hit tails on a coin flip, then the attack doesn't go through. And then we got 2 Suicune non-holo from Neo Genesis. Pardon me, Neo Revelation, not Genesis. Right? Its attack there's kind of meh. Right? It's mainly there for its Pokemon power, legendary body, meaning because this is a format with Double Gust, which is pretty much an boss's orders for both people at the exact same time. This prevents your opponent from bossing, right? Something on your side of the field, but you're able to still boss them, if that makes sense. Right? I'll get into the Double Gust in a second. And then also it's got free retreat, which is another huge thing for the deck, even though Cleffa has that. So that's pretty cool. And then the attack there, it's not too bad, I'll let you kind of read, what it does here. Pardon me, let me just get it a little closer. There we go. Like that. So that's the attack. So it's pretty good. And yeah, that is it for the Pokemon. Now on to the trainers. For supporters, yes, we have supporters in here because this is the first ever supporter format. We have for Copycat, you know what Copycat does. And we got 3 Juggler. So this is a really cool one. Discard up to 2 basic energy cards from your hand. If you discard 1, draw 3. If you discarded 2, draw 5. So that's an amazing card, and you'd be surprised how often you hit 5 with that. And then lastly, a single copy of Professor Elm's trading method. Right? Search for an evolution card. So another way to get our evolutions out faster. I do want to put in a copy or 2 of Town Volunteers, which shuffles up to 5 baby Pokemon, basic Pokemon evolution cards, and basic energy cards into your deck. All right, so I want to put a copy or 2 into here. That way, I can recover our Feraligatrs after they get knocked out. That's it for the supporters. On to the other trainer cards. We got 4 Double Gust, right? So this is the boss's orders mixed with Escape Rope. We got 4 Goldberry, which heals 40 in between turns. Now, I do want to play a Focus Band or 2, right? So it's just kind of all about getting them. Pardon me, fighting a little bit of a cold. And then we got 4 Professor Elm. Right, shuffle your hand into your deck and then draw 7. Then you can't play any more trainer cards this turn. So another really good card to have. I really like this card in combination with Eek, in combination with Copycat or Juggler. And then lastly, the last trainer card that we have is Pokemon Trader. Right, Pokemon communication. You can change Pokemon, pretty much any way that you like. Pretty cool. That is it for the trainer cards. Just nice and easy and basic amounts. 3-4 copies of the trainers. Makes it for a nice, consistent deck. I may play some Bill in here as well. I just need to, kind of figure out how much space I need. Or what I want to take out, pardon me. And then energies, we got Water Energy because it's a water deck. 10. 16. And then lastly, we played 2 Special Metal. Right, so these are a little bit newer. These are the Emerald ones, but the one back then, so if you look at the Neo Genesis Holo, or the ones in the E sets, right? damage done by attacks, to the Pokemon this is attached to is reduced by 10, and then I believe it's damage done by attacks from that Pokemon as well if it's not a metal type, are reduced by 10. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's the rule. So makes it a little bit more difficult for your opponent, but then it can also save you as well, right? So pretty cool. And that is it for the deck, everybody. So that is Feraligatr Parasect. This is the Neo on deck that I've been working on for a long time. It feels really good to finally get one for this format done. I had a few extra Feraligatrs, and I'm like, yeah, I might as well, build a deck with them, right? Could be good, if I need to, if I decide to go play in a tournament somewhere, where they're actually holding a Neo on event, right? I can just bring this and play in that, right? That's one of the things I just wanted to do, is just play in all sorts of formats and, have at least a few decks for every format out there. So I'm very happy with this. But yeah, there you go, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, etc. Giveaway happening at 250 subscribers as well. And yeah, there'll be definitely some more opening videos of Paradox Rift this upcoming weekend, and for the next 2, 3, 4 weekends after that, right? So that'll be awesome. Obviously hoping for some big things, a lot of Roaring Moons, right? And yeah, there you go, everybody. So just wanted to shout out and say thank you for the support, and hope you're all enjoying the content, and yeah, thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And once again, see you in the next video.